And Latto, baby, it's not really an announcement if we already knew.
Latto just shook the internet in the biggest way possible. The rapper revealed that she's pregnant with her first child, and the way she did it definitely got the internet talking. Instead of making a regular post, Latto revealed her baby bump on the cover of her upcoming album Big Mama, and in the music video for her new song Business and Personal. Fans immediately started reacting online. Some people are congratulating her, some are shocked, and others are talking about the possible connection to fellow rapper 21 Savage after years of rumors about their relationship. So of course, social media had a lot to say. Let's check out some of the funniest, most shocked, and most interesting reactions people had to Latto announcing her pregnancy.
I feel like Latto fell for the spell that a lot of women her age end up falling for. Subconsciously, I think a lot of women fall under the spell of being told that, like, if you aren't married and if you don't have children by 30, you might as well throw the baby out with the bathwater. You might as well just make sure that you have a baby before you're 30 years old if you can't secure a marriage. Because at 27, like, I don't know, I kind of feel like anywhere between like 27 to 29, this is when you see women, like, the pregnancies like getting more rampant, in my opinion. And I really do feel like it has a lot to do with the fact of not wanting to fall into this uncomfortable place being seen in society that I don't want to be at. Like, I don't know why. I could just picture Latto saying in an interview, like, I don't want to be an old hoe having kids. Like, I don't want to be an old hoe having kids. Like, I legit feel like that. Like, the big mama, no kids, like, the days of that in her brain were already going to be numbered, okay? Because she said big mama, no kids. She didn't say, old hoe, no kids. Like, she wasn't going to let herself get into quote unquote old woman. I'm not saying that a 30-year-old woman is an old woman, but by society standards, the status quo is essentially like, by 30, people are expecting for you to be working toward having a child or to have had a child already. And with her being with 21 Savage for as long as she has, I honestly think that her mindset was like, okay, I don't have a ring, but then if I walk away from this situation with him despite me not having a ring, that means I would have to be single. Then that would mean that I would have to start all over finding someone. And then I would have to start all over and having compatibility with that person. And then starting all over getting to know this person. And then starting all over trusting the fact that this is someone that I could at least have a child with if marriage didn't come up. Like, I kind of feel it's though like the same thing that like Ashanti did. You know what I mean? A lot of women have like this thing where it's like, I'm running out of time, whether it be you're turning 30 or whether you're turning 40, and they'll hold on to familiarity because it's safe, even if it is at the expense of them like marrying the wrong man or having the wrong man be a father to their child. A lot of women have age be the deciding factor for them in regards to having a child and like how soon they're going to have a child. And I kind of feel like Latto specifically fell for the spell. Like, Latto did not want to sit here and deal with the scrutiny of being asked like, okay, well, you're 30 years old, you don't have any children yet. Like, I'm sorry, do you really think Latto was gonna sit here and be like a Tracy Ellis Ross? I mean, come on, come the on. Like, I'm really not all that shocked. I'm really not all that surprised because I could just tell Latto is someone, she's influenced by the propaganda. Okay, she's influenced by the propaganda, which is why I feel like she has to make it so obvious and like put it in everyone's faces in her music's like, yeah, big mama, no kids. Like, I ain't got no kids. And it's like, okay, yeah, girl, like, you're 26, 27. Like, no, there are a decent amount of women who are looking at you like, girl, you have a career. Nobody's rushing you to have children but you.
Big mama, one kid. Did all that talk to be a statistic? Here's my thing. You was untouchable. You wasn't ran through. You bragged about all of this stuff just to end up being the baby mama to a rapper who may or may not still be married and got 3 kids already. That's a L. It's just like I told y'all before. A woman's pretty privilege, most of the time, she never uses it to her full advantage the way a man who is at the top 1% of men use their privilege. A top 1% man is always going to go for the best of the best women that he possibly can get, but not 1% women, not women who are like a Latto, where she's racially ambiguous and she appeals to all different types of men, and she could have possibly had whatever she wanted, and she still chose to be the baby mama of a man who already got 3 kids. These young girls don't have any type of female musicians and rappers to look at as like inspiration, because they all getting baby mamaed. Every single one of them. We didn't grow up like that. All of the girls that we grew up with, whether it be singers, rappers, either they didn't get married, didn't have kids, or they ended up getting married and having children. Whether it worked out or not, they still at least tried. And that's the image that we got to see, is at least women trying. But I tell you one thing, when y'all professional baby mamas started coming into them comment sections and calling Latto's pregnancy, I knew y'all wasn't lying. Y'all don't never be wrong about these pregnancies. Y'all done been pregnant enough times to know the signs of when y'all see them. Y'all are never wrong. Whenever you get into a comment section and you see a bunch of baby mamas ganged up together saying that a girl is pregnant, that girl is pregnant. It's only a matter of time for she announce it, but them professional baby mamas done already clocked it.
I love when I ask Africans, why don't you like Black Americans? And they're like, oh, they're so ghetto, the baby mama culture. Like half of all of the African women aren't single mothers.
So I was scrolling on Twitter and I seen this tweet. American girls being okay with getting pregnant from men who already have 3 kids while it's their first will never make sense to me. Hold on. Somebody else said the baby mama culture among African Americans is crazy. Another person, it's the dream of every Black woman to become a baby mama. So I looked up who has the biggest population of deadbeat dads in the world. It says South Africa has been identified as having a severe crisis of absent fathers described in 2025.
Now, my entire thing is, if everybody gonna be the baby mama, who is going to be the wife? Like, I really want to know. Like, I'm not being no hater. Congratulations to Latto and everything, but where are the marriages? Y'all just popping out babies left and right for y'all boyfriends? Like, damn, Latto can't even say big mama no kids no more. It's big mama no ring. Like, come on, y'all. We see how it went for the last female rapper who popped out a baby for their boyfriend. Like I said, I wish nothing but blessings to Latto and her bundle of joy, but we have to keep in mind 21 Savage is still married with 2 kids with his wife and another one in another relationship that he had. So he already has 3 kids. This is about to be his 4th, and he's not married to you, girl. Y'all know 21 Savage been trying to hide this relationship for the longest, so hopefully he starts to pop out now that a baby is literally involved. Like, I don't care what none of y'all say, I'm very much so irritated. Like, ugh, why would you do that? I don't know what's in the air, but all of the girls have been doing baby album rollouts recently. Everybody popping out a baby for their boyfriend recently. Not even gonna say too much, but I just think that at a certain stature, y'all gotta stop giving up babies to these men without being married, because I'm telling you guys, we've seen how it went for the last girl. Now, I'm not saying that this gonna be the same case, but child, you never know. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comments.
So Latto, famous singer of the lines Big Mama No Kids, Waiting for the Right Man, Right Time, is pregnant, unmarried, to a man that she has not publicized formally her relationship with. And it got me reflecting on, where does this switch happen? How do you go from getting in the booth and talking about the fact that you do think that being, a young, beautiful woman without children is a good thing for you and that you're gonna wait for the right context to have kids. And then you wind up being the exact person that you were dissing. I think it just goes to show how inescapable these threats towards women are. So where I differ is that I don't just think that single motherhood is the result of individual women's actions, sleep with individual men and, not picky over their fertility well enough. When we look at just how prominent single motherhood is, especially in the Black community, we're looking at like a much larger issue that I don't think is the fault of any individual woman. Black women are expected to just be single moms, to think that if they just have the baby, if they hold things down well enough, that man is gonna come around. Marriage isn't really looked at as like a true option, a true possibility for us. So even when we go around parroting the idea that yes, being in a committed relationship before having a baby is better, it doesn't actually happen, because I don't think anyone really believes that.
So those were some of the internet's reactions to Latto revealing that she's expecting her first child. As you can see, social media definitely had a lot to say. Some fans are celebrating the news and wishing her the best, while others are surprised by the timing of the announcement and curious about what this means for her career and her relationship. But now I want to hear from you. What was your reaction when you saw Latto's pregnancy announcement, and do you think this new chapter will change her music or make her even bigger in the industry? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who follows hip-hop news, and subscribe for more viral reaction compilations and trending celebrity stories. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.